The day is getting on. The market traders pack away their way. The hours spin and gone.
Hey YouTube, a little bit more adventurous today. This is the Haw River, H-A-W-R-I-V-E-R, Haw River. And this actually feeds into Jordan Lake, and as you can see just up here, the water's getting a little bit rapidy, and further up it gets even more of a rapids. So when I get a little bit more advanced kayaking, I plan to, start off up the river and then kayak down it and into Jordan Lake. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Look at that rock there. There's a tree. You see it? That rock. There's a tree actually growing out the top of it. It's pretty cool. And so I'm going to be exploring this area. Oops. And around here for a little bit and catch some of this on video, because it's pretty interesting. And once I get up there, I'll film some of the rapids. There's another fork just over here to the left of me, then I'll go up that too and give that a look. So yeah, this is where we're at today, Haw River, and it's near Pittsburgh, and feeds into Jordan Lake. Alright, here's that rock that I just pointed out. I mean, here's a close-up of it, and as you can see, there's a couple of trees growing out of it. And you see the roots around there. You see them, and I find that pretty interesting. There's some more trees, like they're kind of in the ground, but this one I think it's just, maybe it looks like there is a split. Maybe the roots have gone down through the split in the rock, and they're getting water and stuff and from the river. But I just find that pretty interesting that these two trees here are growing out of this rock, and they're not in the soil. Alright, so this is the start. I guess it's less rapidy here. I've actually been up this before, not kayaking, but like in the car where there's bridges, and I've walked around down the side of the this riverbed. And so this is minimal rapid, but there is more rapidness further up. I've actually seen it, and it's pretty cool. And so I would like to come and kayak this from further up all the way down into Jordan Lake, because it's something that's very interesting to me. I like to see stuff like this. Plus it'd be a bit of a challenge, because I'm trying to get better at kayaking. Just kayaking on a lake, it's kind of flat, apart from the wake from speedboats and different sized boats. It's not much of a challenge, but this would be a bit of a challenge, especially being on a sit-on-top kayak anyway. So you'll have to wait for that video to come out. I'm going to try and get a little bit further up. Alright, after paddling frantically, I managed to make it so far up. And pretty cool, actually. So here I am, just drifting backwards. I need to turn around. Alright, it's kind of hard to hold the camera and paddle at the same time. I need to get a rig for this so that I can video, and but you can see the water is slightly rapid here. There's a bit of foam, I forget what they call that, but you can see the water, I'm not paddling, the water is moving, well, almost capsized. a little fast, almost capsized again. So, but further up, it actually gets, you know, it is faster than this, and oh, definitely, this is going to be one of my challenges to kayak down this from the 15501 bridge. This is another outlet of the Hoare River into Jordan Lake that we've just kayaked up. As you can see up there, it's pretty shallow. I mean, right now I'm grounded on a rock on my kayak, but I don't think that you would be able to come down this particular piece of waterway. You can see up there that the water is running pretty fast. I might actually try and get up there to get a bit closer so you can see it, but who knows? Let me have a look. Alright, so I made it up to the rapids, and as you can see further up there, the water is moving pretty quick. The other place just prior to this obviously might be a better way to come down. I don't think coming down this in a kayak would be very fortunate, but I managed to get up here to get a shot of this, and it's really beautiful. You know, see that water flowing like it is nature. You can actually see here as well that on this exit from the Hoare River that the water is not that deep, and it's a lot clearer. This water coming into Jordan Lake, you know, the further you get into the lake, the more murkier. Oops, I'm on a rock. The more the more murkier the water gets, more murkier, should I say? But it's flowing at a decent pace here, and I know for a fact that further up towards 64 and 15501 it does flow faster than this, and the actual noise, that background noise that you're hearing right now of those little rapids, that running of water, is a lot. The noise level is higher than that, and it's really pretty up there too. So definitely a challenge that I'm gonna set myself to kayak down. I think it'd be pretty good. Alright, earlier on, this stuff here, this white foamy stuff, I couldn't remember what it was. It was around the rocks on the video. It's called Fluxum and Jetsam. You had the kind of same effect on the ocean when the waves break. It causes the foam. and it's part of the water's way of cleaning and actually breaking stuff up and creating food for the stuff that lives in water. The reason I know this is I used to have a fish tank, and one of you laugh. No, I did. One of the actual filtration systems that you had to have, especially when you had saltwater fish, the actual water system that you had, the thing that cleaned it, had to create Fluxum and Jetsam, and I might not be pronouncing it correctly, but you know, Fluxum and Jetsam, just Google Fluxum and Jetsam, and I'm sure it'll come up saying, did you mean Fluxum and Jetsam but spelt a different way? I don't care. But you had the idea. It's the actual, this like foamy looking stuff here, you can see it floating down around rocks. So chemtrails or contrails? You decide, YouTube. That bird. Wondering what kind of birds they were. You do?
I'll never hear your voice call up to me again. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all, and I shall take whatever comes my